The concept of video proof will die for you forever. Last month, a Tier 1 global entity lost $25 million in a single afternoon. No passwords were stolen. No firewalls were breached. They simply answered a video call. Imagine sitting in a room with 5 of your directors. They look real. They sound real. They even joke about the things happening around. But they aren't there. They have never been there. This wasn't a glitch. It was a masterpiece of media injection. I'm not here to give you the news. I'm here to show you the architecture of the lie. Most will tell you to look at the eyes or pace. I am not teaching you how to catch a 2024 amateur. I am going to show you how a 2026 professional hijacks a boardroom. Before we peel back the first layer of this exploit, you need to decide, do you want the surface level story, or do you want the code? If you made the right decision, then there's a red button to apply your decision. Subscribe. Most people prefer the comfort of the screen. This place is for that small percentage who want to see the infrastructure behind the fake scenes that 8 billion people are seeing right now. Pay close attention to the 45-second mark of this video. I have hidden a fake artifact there. A single frame that proves exactly how a browser kernel is hijacked. That single frame reveals the mistake. If you can spot it, your brain is already wired for what's coming. If you can't, I am sorry to tell you, but you are still a target. Good luck for the rest of the video. Now, think of your web browser like a high-speed train. It's built for one thing, speed. To keep your video calls smooth, the browser uses a type of system called a media pipeline. It's a series of tracks that carry data from your camera to the screen. The attackers don't try to stop the train. They hijack the tracks. By using a technique called kernel-level injection, they bypass the hardware camera entirely. They feed instructions directly into the browser's engine. Your computer isn't playing a video file. It is actively making a human being in real time, based on a hacker's script. This is why standard security fails. The system thinks the video is coming from the camera, but the camera is dark. The CFO on your screen is just a ghost in the machine, living in the 200 millisecond window of lag that exists in every digital conversation. But you think you're safe because you have liveness detection. You think your Face ID, your fingerprint, is the ultimate firewall. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Biometrics were designed for a world that no longer exists. In the underground markets, they don't just sell your password, they sell your digital essence. For $500, anyone can buy a capture pack, your vocal tonality, your micro-expressions, and the way your pupils react to light, all scraped from your social media. They don't need to crack your Face ID. They just feed the liveness's check exactly what it's looking for, a perfect fake replica of your biology. We've spent decades building digital locks, but we forgot that the keys are made of data, and data can be cloned. This isn't a lone hacker in a basement anymore. This is deepfake as a service. There are teams of developers building shadow layers, specialized software that sits between your browser and your operating system. They test these injections against the world's top banking software every single day. They know the latency limits of every major video platform. They know that if they can keep the error under 150 milliseconds, the human brain will automatically fill in the gaps. We are being outpaced by an industry that doesn't follow the laws of physics. They aren't hacking your computer. They are hacking the protocols of trust. The scary part isn't the code. It's the psychology. We are biologically hardwired to trust what we see and hear simultaneously. Hackers call this authority bias. When your boss looks you in the eye and asks for a high-value transfer, your brain bypasses logic. The attackers add artificial bad connection stutters to mask the continuous making of artifacts. We have been trained to think a glitching screen is just bad Wi-Fi. In reality, that stutter is the AI breathing, calculating the next frame of a lie. We aren't just losing money anymore. We are losing the source of truth. If a world leader can be injected falsely into a live broadcast, then who owns reality? You probably came here for a solution. You want me to give you a software to download or a setting to change, but here is the hard truth. As long as our world runs on two-dimensional screens to verify three-dimensional souls, the ghost wins. There is no patch for the human eye. The only firewall left is your own suspicion. We are moving to a zero-trust world, where seeing is no longer believing. If you aren't verifying your identity through out-of-band protocols, physical keys, secondary channels, or pre-shared secrets, you are just an open door for yourself. In the era of the shadow layer, the most dangerous place isn't the screen you're looking at. It's the lens looking back at you. While you were busy analyzing this report pixels, did you notice the small green light on your own device? Or the way the light from this video is reflecting off your eyes right now? In cybersecurity, we have a saying, if you can't find the vulnerability, you are the vulnerability. I didn't make this case file to teach you. I made it to see if you could feel the calculation finishing, if the room suddenly feels too quiet, or if you feel like you're being watched. That isn't the atmosphere of the video anymore. You stop speaking, you don't blink, you simply stare into the camera lens for 5 seconds of dead silence. A subtle, digital breathing sound starts to ramp up in the audio. You aren't watching a video anymore. You've become the training data. Look at your own reflection in the black screen when this ends. Are you even sure the person staring back is the one who started this video? Or that thing is finally in your home, which I mentioned somewhere of this case file. Stay paranoid, the next case file is already inside. In your phone.